Good morning. Just woke up and still a bit spacey. I'm Nan, 26, single, and living with my family. Today, I'm taking you along with me to work, and I'll also be sharing how much I actually earned from this job. Every morning, I make it a point to make my bed. It feels like my very first small achievement of the day. How's the weather over where you guys are? It's currently the rainy season here, so it's a bit gloomy outside today. After brushing my teeth and getting ready, I change into my outfit to start the day. I actually work 2 jobs, and this is my first one. Can you guess how much I earn from this job? Here's my outfit of the day: a pair of cargo pants and a zip hoodie. What do you guys think? Does it look good on me? Hey guys, quick update. The humidity is pretty high here, so I never leave the house without a mask to prevent nose irritation. It's drizzling a bit outside, but I don't think I really need a raincoat, do I? Hop on, start the engine, and let's head to work. My workplace is about 7 kilometers from home, located right on the highway, so the commute is pretty straightforward. About 2 kilometers in, the rain started getting heavier. For traffic safety and to protect my phone, I'm going to fast forward through this part. As I got closer to work, I stopped by a local grocery store. It's pretty much like a Circle K or a modern convenience store you'd see in bigger cities. I stopped by to pick up a pair of rubber gloves and a pack of sausages. Look at this little girl. Isn't she adorable? Today, I brought 50,000 VND with me, which is less than $2. And these 2 items only cost 24,000 VND, that's under $1, right? The rain is getting even heavier now, but I still have to stop by the coffee shop I go to almost every single day to get an unsweetened black iced coffee. That's actually my breakfast. And this coffee is only 18,000 VND, which is about $0.80, I think. Alright, everything's done. Now it's time to head straight to work. Here we are. Welcome to my workplace. Greeting us are 2 warriors who have been keeping this place safe since last night. And by warriors, I mean the dogs here. I honestly have a huge soft spot for these 4-legged friends. Where I live, the dog and cat meat trade is still legal, but as a pet lover, I've never eaten or harmed them. If you're watching this video, please join me in speaking out against the trading and slaughter of dogs and cats. Look at those expectant eyes. They can't wait for their treat. And that pack of sausages I bought earlier is for these 2 warriors, a little reward for doing such an awesome job guarding the place all night. A pack has 5 sausages for 10,000 VND, so each one is 2,000 VND, that's just about $0.08. Now that they're taken care of, it's my turn to enjoy this iced black coffee I just bought. Hope you all have an amazing day ahead. Alright, everything's going right according to plan. Now, time to get to work. Come along with me to pick some radishes. The rain is still pouring down pretty hard, but a plan is a plan, so we gotta keep going. Accompanying us on this trip is my trusty 3-wheeler. I just started the engine, and the 2 pups are already running ahead to lead the way. Seeing them this energetic shows they're in great health. Let me introduce a bit about my job. I buy raw white radishes freshly pulled from the ground, bring them back to wash and process them, pack them up, and then deliver them to market wholesalers to sell retail. Sounds a bit confusing, right? This 3-wheeler has been with me since my very first days on this job. I've been doing this for 5 years, now started when I was 21, and now I'm 26. Looking at all these rusty parts, you can probably guess that this vehicle has been through thick and thin with me and my family for a pretty long time, right? Sometimes it breaks down, but that's no big deal to me because my dad is a tractor engine mechanic and machinist. He's an amazing man whom I love and respect with all my heart. Turning into this narrow lane and heading all the way to the end, we'll reach today's radish pickup spot. The road gets a bit bumpy near the end, so please bear with me if the footage gets a little shaky. This stretch of road is pretty bumpy. I just hope my three-wheeler can handle the job and pull through. We've arrived at the pickup spot. I'm picking up 300 kilograms today. Come watch how I load all of this onto the vehicle. Since where I picked up the produce is at the very end of this road, all you can see ahead are vast green fields. They're growing rice here. What do you think? As for me, seeing landscapes like this always brings a deep sense of peace. So, I'll climb onto the back of the truck and transfer the radishes over from the other vehicle. Each bag of unprocessed radishes weighs 20 kilograms, so I'll be loading 15 bags here. For these 300 kilograms of radishes, I bought them at 3,000 VND per kilo, which is about 0.1 to US dollars. Take a guess, how much will I make after washing and processing them? Looking at these unwashed radishes, they look pretty dirty, right? And, you know, radishes can get diseased too if farmers don't fertilize, treat, and water them properly. They can get gnawed by rats, scabbed, or rot from the inside. When that happens, farmers suffer heavy financial losses. Growing root crops like radishes also heavily depends on the weather. In the hot summer, a lack of water easily causes them to turn hollow inside and lose their nutrients. But during the rainy season, too much water makes them rot very easily. Now that I've loaded all the produce, I'm heading back to my workplace to wash, process, and bag them into finished products. Stay tuned and check it out. Just as I got back to work, my trusty three-wheeler broke down on me again. It seems like the spark plug got all fouled up, so it won't move right now. My dad and I are pushing it inside so he can fix it up. Everything's still fine. Despite a minor hitch with the truck, things are still going according to plan. Grab a glass of water with me, and let's keep going. Before putting the radishes into the cleaning machine, I use a water hose to soften the leftover dirt on them. This way, when they get washed, they come out much whiter, and the soil doesn't stain into the flesh. Now that the pre-spraying is done, I'm loading the radishes into the washing machine. On average, my machine can process about 60 kilograms per batch. This machine is actually pretty simple to operate. As you can see, there are two water lines at the top, one misting line and one heavy spray line. These acts like a solvent to wash away any remaining mud on the radishes. Underneath, there are 6 rollers fitted with fine bristles, acting like giant brushes, all powered by a motor inside a sealed box. When turned on, the rollers rotate clockwise while water pours down from above. Connected to the motor is an inverter, which allows me to reverse the rotation and control the speed of the rollers. Once I've loaded enough radishes into the washer, I use an adjustable Hypershore sprayer to clean out the stubborn mud trapped in those tiny crevices that the machine can't reach. Looks like I'm using quite a bit of water here, huh? At the same time, I'm picking out the damaged and substandard radishes to set them aside for a discounted price. Pretty efficient machine, don't you think? In just about 4 minutes, the whole batch is squeaky clean. Now that the radishes are clean, I'll unload them into crates and spread them onto the floor. I'll use 3 industrial fans to dry them off before packaging. This drying step is crucial because if the radishes are still wet during long-distance transport, they can rot very easily. Once the radishes are dry, I start packaging them into 10-kilogram bags. I only select medium-sized radishes, nothing too big or too small, and pack them neatly in order. And that's 1 bag packed. Now all that's left is to weigh it to make sure it's exact and tape it up tightly. Now, I'm going to weigh tape and tie the bag up. A little tip here. I always weigh around 10.3 kilograms to allow a small buffer for the customer. And make sure to pull it as tight as possible. Alright guys, I'm going to fast forward through this part so you don't have to watch me package every single bag. Since this order is only 160 kilograms, I'm just going to use my motorbike to deliver it. Come along with me as I load the bags onto the bike and head out to make the delivery. And this is the motorbike that will be coming along with me to deliver this order. I'm going to fast forward through this part as well, guys. Alright, let's head out and make this delivery. The trip is only about 6 kilometers, so come ride along with me. It's noon now, and the sun is finally breaking through. Guys, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable than this morning, especially since I struggle with sinusitis and allergic rhinitis. We're almost there, everyone. This is our local agricultural market. It's a massive trading hub, always super busy and full of life. We've made it, guys. Time to hand over the order to the customer. Delivery complete. For this 160 kilograms order, I brought in 640,000 VND, which equals 4,000 VND per kilo. Since I bought them at 3,000 VND and sold them at 4,000 VND, my gross profit was 160,000 VND, after deducting the 50,000 VND expenses from this morning. I made a neat 110,000 VND, today about $4.2 US. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and leave a comment below.